So today, guys, we're gonna be talking about what is the fastest way, and still the fastest way to this day, to level up your seasonal pass. And what build do I use to really do that? So if you go to my seasonal pass, right, you see my seasons, level 100. You know, at the very beginning of every season, right? At the very beginning of every season, you get boosted XP for the manhunt. So each manhunt, Charles is gonna give you some. The next one's going to be Lieutenant Bantam. Obviously, you'll get it for Cursed, and you'll get it for Auntie. You'll get it all the way through. And if you click on, you go to event details, you can see I have all the XP granted already. It's double XP and it's 10.5 million XP. So you can get a total of 10.5 million. Once you hit that cap, you can't get any more of that double. So at the very beginning, it's very cool. A lot of you guys might actually be done with it. But then it's how can you get XP and still farm gear at the same time, still look for those roles that you're looking for. Well, I personally still think to this day, and it's been like that for a while, that these convoys right here, which only show 146,000, right? And my world tier is on Rourke. Right now, we're actually gonna bump this up. So if we go to our change global directives, I'm gonna click on all these, right? So except scavenge skills. So I usually do 4. If you could do scavenge kills, we'll do it. But the reason why I don't do that is because I am using a skill to do this, and I don't want to have to go collect any of them. I want to be able to keep shooting those off. So if you have a build that works and you don't need that, well, that will even be better. But if you look at the right, it says times 100%. I'm going to back up, and then we are going to confirm settings. So now I'm going to get 100 XP. And if you look right off the bat, it already shows, if you click on it, it shows 293,000 XP. But we're actually going to get a lot more than that. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't realize when they're doing this, right? So let's go here. Let's click on them. Let's go look for it now. So now we have resource convoy 293,000. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fast travel to this safe house and try to beat that convoy. But the cool thing about these convoys is they consistently spawn throughout the map, and you can always reset your control points if you need to. If they're green, highly recommend having them red, and then you could just run around, right? So what we're gonna do is we are gonna be looking for the convoy. Convoy's right over here. I already have it clicked, and we shouldn't be too far. I wanna get it before it gets to that control point. And you're gonna notice when we do this, we actually get more than that 293,000. And it's been like this since the beginning. This has always been the fastest way for me to farm gear. And yes, there's been times where the General Anderson bug worked and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, this is the fastest way, because look, after you do this, then you just have to find out where they're spawning from, and then oh my bad. Whew. All right, that wasn't supposed to happen like that. So they're actually going to come through this door. So the best way is to find out what door they're coming through. And there you go. Boom. And he's going to be done now. And we just got one more. Oh, no, we're actually finished. I thought it was going to be one more wave, but we already finished it. And you see how quick that was? What'd that do? Take us maybe a minute, less than a minute. And this one was a little bit harder to pick from. But if you look at the top, it says 293,000. But if you look at the very top, we actually get more than that, right? But I'm gonna do 2 more so you can actually see that this actually is working and that we did get that 586,000 at the very top right-hand corner on your XP bar. So let's get into another one. Look at this. We're actually gonna have 2 cross each other at one time. And this is gonna be perfect because what I'm gonna be able to do is spawn these guys pretty close together. So we're gonna finish these guys on the right first. And then once we have that, they should definitely drop quick. And they're gonna spawn over here. But then we have these guys right here. So they should all be spawning out of this door right here. This is gonna be the most XP you see we get, and I'm gonna show you how you can really pay attention to how you get them. This is this is crazy. And that's it. Look how fast that was. All right, so what I want you to do is look at the top right. You're gonna see how much XP we actually get. 586,000. We level up once, and then look at this. We're gonna grab another one. Another 586,000 and leveled up again. So you almost technically level up every time you do one of these, and they could take 30 to 1 minute max, like 30 seconds to a minute. Really depends as how fast you can complete them. And then you just have to keep looking. So if you get to a point where you don't see any more convoys, one thing I recommend doing is maybe clearing out a control point and doing that in the meantime until they come back. But most of the time, I will say that I get about 4 or 5, and then once they keep going, you'll start to see them keep populating as long as you keep these all red. So if you keep these all red, you will have convoys. And if you want, you can actually head to New York City, and then there are also convoys over there. So it's really up to you. Now, the build I am using, if you guys want to see, I am running a 4-piece Eclipse. I already have a full build breakdown of this. And the reason why it gives you status effects, it also gives you skill haste, and then it gives you indirect transmission. Your status effects now spread to kill on enemies within 10 meters and refresh 50% of the duration. Now you improve that with the backpack because it amplifies all weapon damage you deal to status effect targets by 30%. And you do the chest piece because that increases the indirect transmissions from 10 meters to 15 meters. So it spreads that burn to everybody. And you're gonna put status effects on all 4 pieces. We pair that up with the Bio Mask, and the Bio Mask is probably one of the best in slots for this type of build because it also has toxic delivery, so it's more damage that they're going to take. And then I always put a Golden Gear 1 piece because that gives me 10% status effects. We have armor, status effects, and skill damage on there. So the skill damage is for the Striker Drone, and then you just run the Fire Starter. Remember, if you guys use the Fire Starter, super easy. You aim it, you shoot it, and then you hit R1, or you whatever you use to select your skill, you double tap it, and it will automatically put them on fire. And that's what makes it so easy. You could be at distance. You saw I hit these guys from over here, then I was shooting it over there, I was exploding it, and then not only that, I had my Striker Drone doing damage. But yeah, that's honestly the fastest way that I believe for you guys to get your XP level up and to hit level 100. We're gonna wrap up the video here, guys. Hey, I appreciate the support, appreciate the love. I will see you guys in the next one. But until then, hey, nothing but skills out.